Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a minute since I last uploaded, but when I asked you guys if you had any questions for me, I got quite a few about Instagram, and I actually have some feedback and helpful tips if you're looking to grow on Instagram in today's world. So if you're interested in finding out a little more about Instagram, keep watching. So let's get right into it. Someone asked me how I built my following. So I started my Instagram back in 2015, and I started it solely as a fitness accountability account. I was doing BBG by Kayla Itzinas at the time, which is kind of funny because that's how pretty much all of the fitness Instagrammers kind of got started, but that's why I did it. It was totally private, no one knew about it, like none of my friends. I just kept it as like my little secret place that I would like go and post my protein shakes or like check in and be like, hey, I worked out today. Like that was totally the point of it. And then in like maybe a year after doing BBG or so, Kayla featured my transformation and the cat was kind of out of the bag, and my friends were like, what is this account that you have? And I was like, this is awkward. I was never expecting for anyone to see it. And then slowly like some of my friends started following it, and Kayla featured me maybe like 3-4 times, and it's kind of crazy to me like how much Instagram has changed since that time. The first time I was featured by Kayla, I went from about 1,000 followers to 5,000 followers, literally 4,000 followers in like a day, which was pretty wild. And then as Instagram kind of changed and I was featured a few more times on her account, maybe it would be like 200 followers or like 100, and I think that it kind of like slowly built, but I don't know if, I mean, followers don't fucking matter, first of all. But yeah, that's kind of how I started, and Instagram has definitely changed since then, and I do believe that it is harder to grow, but I'm gonna give you some tips on how I think you can improve your own Instagram if that's what you're looking to do. So yeah, that's how I started. Let's see the other question. How did you figure out your brand and aesthetic, and how were you able to stick to it? That totally took time, and for a while I was looking at all of these other fitness Instagrammers and all these other bloggers, and I was thinking like, how can I make my page look like theirs? And I was really focused on, you know, what everyone else was doing and not worrying enough about what was true to me and like what I wanted to say. And I was really like, I mean, I was modeling what my page was after other people, which is totally not the way to go. And it wasn't like, I don't know, then there was one point where I was just like, this is so annoying that I just keep like looking up to so many people and like thinking, how can I make my stuff look like theirs? And I really started to just like tune all of that out and focus on things that I wanted to say and things that I wanted to give to you guys. And now I'm more focused on making sure that everything that I post provides value to you guys and my followers and just people in general. Like I keep saying to myself, you know, if I'm inspiring one person, then I'm doing my job. Like I don't care about, you know, my page blowing up or anything like that. Like I just want to provide you guys with advice or inspiration, motivation to just like be a better person, be the best version of yourself. And that's like the core of what I want to give out with my page. And in terms of aesthetic, I mean, that's more of like an Instagram tip, is to use the same filter, which sounds so silly and dumb, but I actually filter all of my Instagram stories, which I know probably sounds like fucking insane to all of you guys, but I like having a certain vibe on my page and I like to stick within that like aesthetic. So I actually use Vesco. I bought the annual fee. It was like 20 bucks, but I use it for everything. And I use Filter, I will tell you. I use the C series. So once you're in Vesco, you can download other filter packs, and those you have to pay for. So I mean, it was probably like 99 cents or something. You get the point. It's called C7, the C series pack, and I usually use one of those, which is mainly how I keep my aesthetic. So if you are like every single other Instagrammer out there and you're struggling to grow your account, I mean, so am I, so I'm not an expert on this. I think it's just a matter of coming to terms with the fact that Instagram has changed a lot. And I don't know if it's necessarily going back to what it ever was, but I think it's easier to get on the explore page, and that's a really good way to reach new people. Not easy, but making sure that, I mean, it comes down to making sure that you're putting out good content and things that people are gonna wanna interact with. Is making sure that you're posting like good photos that add value to someone's day and life and give people a reason to follow you. That's number one tip. In terms of hashtags, I don't know if I have it figured out yet, but something I've been doing lately is just focusing on hashtags in the comments, just because it looks messy in the caption, and using hashtags that are between 5,000 to 100,000 or 300,000 hashtags, because if you do something that's like hashtag fitness, your post is going to get completely lost in everyone else's posts. Like that kind of hashtag has millions upon millions of hashtag uses. So if you do hashtag fitness, so many people are using that hashtag that your image immediately is just lost in the feed, and it's probably not going to be seen by anyone. So it's kind of a waste of hashtag use in my opinion, but also hashtag facts. So yeah, I've been playing around with my hashtags on my Eat with Erica page. This picture of steak that I Instagrammed, hopefully you can see that. I put all my hashtags in the caption. I did not do 30 hashtags. I did maybe like 15, 20. Let's look at these insights. 97% of accounts were not following me that it reached, and my hashtag discovery was 5,719, 6,110 impressions, and 473 likes and my account doesn't even have 400 followers. So after I did that post, I was just shocked by how it was picked up just from hashtags. So I've been kind of playing around with it ever since then. But that kind of proves to me that I did a mix of hashtags with maybe like 1,000 hashtag use, or like 5,000, 3,000, like just play around with it. I think that's huge. And again, I don't know if I said it, sorry, I'm just kind of rambling, but getting on the explore page is just how much people are engaging with you when your photo first is posted. So if you get like a lot of engagement within the first hour or so of your post from people that follow you, and I guess Instagram can see that it's a worthwhile post, it will share it with more people and it will put it on the explore page. And you can see that from your business insights. If you are not a business account and you have a blog, I suggest that you do go to business account, just because you can see how well your posts are doing, or you can see how many new people followed you or found you or on the explore page, things like that. And let's see, do I have anything else about Instagram? And I think it's just a matter of being consistent and being honest and truthful. People want to follow someone that they can relate to, and not just doing things because you think that's what you're supposed to do. Do them because that's genuinely how you feel. So I wanted to talk about sponsors really quick. If you're interested in working with other brands, don't be afraid to reach out to them. You know, I've reached out to brands, they never responded. But also, I mean, usually a brand will reach out to me via DM or email, and kind of how that works is they'll you know, create a proposal. They'll either ask, what are your rates, or will you do a post in exchange for free product, or, you know, that kind of thing, that kind of deal. So you kind of work with them on what you want to do with the brand. And personally, I've come to a point where if I'm going to post about it on my feed, then I would prefer to be compensated, just because, like I said, Instagram is not my full-time job. I do it all as extra work, and to be compensated for that extra work, I just feel like I'm at a point where that's what I need to do. And that's been kind of an interesting experience. I'll be totally honest. There's been 2 situations where I've turned down, 2 or 3, where I've turned down paid opportunities. And honestly, it was good extra money, but one of them, I tested the product and hated it. And so I was like, I can't in good faith post about this, do a YouTube video about this, do a few Instagram posts about this, and tell people to use this product. So I said no to that. And the same thing happened with the other one. Well, it was kind of a different situation, but it would have been conflicting branding for my own personal Slay by Erica. It was another fitness program asking me, you know, saying they would pay me a good amount, like a good amount that I normally, if I just started, probably would have done it, but wanted me to promote their fitness program. And it was just a conflict of interest with my own brand, and I didn't want to promote something that is basically competition with my own fitness program. Like, I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, I mean, not being afraid to say no if it's things that don't align with you and your beliefs, or like your own brand. Like, when you create an Instagram, as silly as it may sound, like, you become your own brand, and that's what makes you you and unique and awesome. And that's why certain brands will want to work with you. That's why you maybe fit well with other brands, or certain brands and not other brands. Like, that's totally cool. Like, not everything's gonna align perfectly, but being able to understand what your brand is and how to properly promote yourself and work with brands that align with you. Yeah, not being afraid to say no, and also be willing to, you're not gonna get paid in the beginning, you're not gonna get paid for a while. I mean, I literally just started making money this year from my account, and I know a lot of people say that they didn't start getting paid until around 30,000 followers or whatever. Like, I have 13,000 followers, and you can make money from Instagram. And I don't think that you necessarily need even 13,000. Like, if you have people that care about what you have to say, if you have a purpose, you have a good personal brand and high engagement, like, your followers absolutely do not matter. And I don't think you should get stuck in your head thinking, I need 10,000 followers in order to make money. Like, it's totally not true. And there are people that have a huge number of following but not very good engagement, and followers just don't mean that you're an Instagrammer. Like, you can do what you're passionate about without a following. You just got to keep grinding at it. And I think people get so caught up in the numbers and get so discouraged, and like, even I do sometimes, and I'm like, why didn't this post do really well? And I think that's the mentality of, I've worked really hard on this, why is it not successful? And it is frustrating, but you just got to keep sticking with it, be consistent, keep grinding at it, and doors just keep opening. I swear to God, every single time I've thought, like, I'm so done with Instagram, like, this is just really frustrating, I'm not moving forward, I'm not passionate about this anymore, it's becoming more annoying for me. Every time I've thought about throwing in the towel on it, some amazing opportunity comes my way, and I'm just like, wow, you know, I never would be able to even start my own brand if I didn't move forward with this. I've been rambling enough, and I think it's time to put this video to bed, but I hope that you gained some value from this Instagram ramble that I just went on. If you want more videos like this, let me know. If you liked it, subscribe, like it, comment, Give me your feedback. I want to hear what you guys have to say about your thoughts on Instagram. And yeah, I will see you in my next video.